Hi, I'm Chris Fondren, and I'll be leading the desk yoga session today. Work-life balance has always been difficult for women. Our nature is to do it all, be everything to everyone, with our own health and well-being often being last on the list. And at times we find ourselves completely off balance. But since the pandemic, are you kidding me? At least 1/3 of you are sitting in your pajamas with either a child or a cat on your lap. And this is a work thing. There is little balance for most women, with the lines being completely blurred between family, work, and time for ourselves. It's more important now than ever to find time for yourself, but you might have to be creative. Working out, taking a walk, doing yoga are times to become energized. These are activities that nourish your body and soul and help clear your mind, allowing you to let go of work and family-related problems, at least for a short while. They give your brain some space for creativity, problem solving, inspiration. While we will unfortunately not be going through a full yoga class today, I'll be taking you through some simple joint mobility exercises and other movements and breathing practices that you can incorporate in your day, sitting right at your desk, to keep your body healthy and to give your mind a break. So even at the very end of the day, you didn't make time for that walk, that run, that trip to the gym, you can at least reflect back on your day and say, I was aware enough during the day to take some time for me. And taking time for yourself is key for you to be the best version of you in all facets of your life. And why be anything else? So let's begin. Please come into a comfortable seated position in your chair. So adjust your chair so your feet can be flat on the ground. You can sit up nice and tall. You can place your hands in your lap, wherever they're comfortable. And just lightly close your eyes. With the eyes closed, allow your body to come into stillness. And as the body stills, notice how you feel. How do you physically feel? How is your energy? Is it high? Is it low? Scan your body now from your feet all the way up and really check in. Do a quick body scan, checking in with as many body parts as you can. Feeling through the feet and moving upward through the ankles, through the shins and the calves. Stopping at the knees. How are your knees feeling? And those hips. We're sitting so much. Notice how your hips feel. Move up through the core, to the chest, your shoulders and your neck. Relax down through your shoulders. Feel through the arms, all the way down to your fingertips. And then bring your awareness to your neck. Notice if you're holding any tension there. And then your head. Feeling through your face, noticing if you're holding any tension around your eyes or your mouth. Trying to let that go. Fully connecting now to your physical self. And just making a note of where you are now, physically, so that at the end of this short session, you can check in again and see if anything changed. Now go to a little more subtle aspect of the physical self. Bring the attention to your natural breath. Begin to follow each breath, moving in and out. Perhaps noticing the cool air in the nostrils on the in-breath and the warmed air on the out-breath. Full focus on this life-giving force that moves in and out 24 hours a day, mostly unnoticed. Now begin to deepen your breath. Breathing as fully and deeply as you can, as if breathing in and out each and every cell of your body. Feeling the whole body expand and contract with the breath. And imagine that with each breath, you can bring whatever you need to get you through today, the week, perhaps the rest of the year. With each inhalation, breathing in energy, perhaps, positivity, strength. And with every exhalation, releasing any tiredness, tension, negativity. Please take 3 more mindful breaths in this way with full focus, full attention. Now, after that 3rd deep breath, release control of your breath and shift the focus back to your body, feeling your body and the support beneath you. And then slowly open your eyes. And we'll begin with these joint mobility movements. The first one we're going to do is we're going to work on our feet. If our feet hurt, then nothing is going to be going right. So these are great movements to do while sitting at your desk, maybe even before you put your feet on the floor in the morning. So we're going to start with something very simple, toe bending. So you can bring your feet up or you can keep them down. I'll have my feet up so you can see them. So sitting up nice and tall, bringing your awareness to your toes, take a breath in and bring just your toes back. And on your exhalation, squeeze your toes down. Inhale the toes back. Exhale, squeeze. Do 5 more. In fact, everything that we do today, unless I tell you differently, will be 7 repetitions. So about 4 more of these. Concentrating on the movement, connecting the breath to the movement. And then noticing as you finish that last one and rest your feet down if you have them elevated, just noting any energy generated, any warmness. We're going to move up now into our ankles. So you can just cross one leg over, and if you can easily reach your foot, then do so. Otherwise, you can just let your ankle rotate. But grabbing a hold, sitting again nice and tall, grabbing a hold of your foot and just, this is called ankle crank. You're just going to turn your ankle around 7 times in each direction, bending your whole foot, getting a nice range of motion through the foot and the ankle. You might hear some cracking. Just make sure that anything that you do isn't painful. And after 7 in one direction, go the other way. In fact, that anything that we do today, if something doesn't feel good, first do less of it and then discontinue altogether. And you can just sit and follow your breath while we move to the next exercise. So once you're finished with that second side for 7, you can bring your knee into your chest. That realigns your knee. It was on a funny angle. Feel from the right side to the left. And then come to the second side, bringing your opposite leg across, again, sitting up nice and tall, working on your posture. We are spending so much time, 7 times cranking your ankle. We're spending so much time in front of our desk that a lot of it is not very mindful when it comes to at least our posture. So as much awareness we can bring to how we're sitting, better our posture will be. And then once you get to 7, go the other way. The more oxygen we can take in if we're sitting up nice and tall. And after 7, bring your knee into your chest And bring your opposite foot down, feeling through both feet, feeling through the toes and through the ankles. And these, again, these are very simple movements, but they're meant to energize. So note the energy, note any tingling or warmness. We're going to skip all the way up to our hips. So as I mentioned, we are doing a lot of sitting lately. So our hips are getting really tight. So anything we can do to move throughout the day to help release that tightness is going to be a good thing. So you can hang onto your arms of your chair or put down onto your seat. I'm just going to take a rotation 7 times. And this, you're going to feel it in your core as well. So this is strengthening the lower abdomen. You're just doing a nice rotation in the hip, 7 times one way, and then repeating 7 times the other way. You're going to feel it in your hip, in your thigh, might be getting a little warm. And after 7, just reset by bringing your knee in and out. And notice, can you tell the difference? And move to the second side. Again, sitting nice and tall, and start to rotate. Feeling the core activated. Noticing the movement in the hip. Being present. That's the thing about physical activity. If we're present while we're doing it, we're giving our mind a rest, and it needs to rest. And then bringing the knee in after 7. And relaxing down. So probably one of the most, I would say, areas of our body that's uncomfortable is our neck and our shoulders. And we're doing this so much. We're doing this so much. There's a ton of tension. So the next one, and this one I think that everyone should do daily, multiple times throughout the day. Shoulder rotation. So sitting up nice and tall, placing your hands on your shoulders. Please take a breath in, and on the exhalation, really pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, you're going to bring your elbows toward one another and up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades, taking your elbows slightly behind your body. Inhale, elbows come forward and up. Exhale, squeeze, opening up your chest. And continue for 5 more for a total of 7 in this direction. With poor posture, there's a lot of tightness in our chest. That's keeping us from taking full deep breaths. And of course, pain in the neck and the shoulders. So after 7 times, just stop for 1 moment and bringing the arms down. Feel through your chest, feel through the shoulders, feel through the arms. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So please place your hands back up again. Taking a breath in, exhale, bring the shoulders away from your ears. And on the inhalation, bring the elbows slightly behind you and up. Exhale, see if you can bring your elbows together. And then inhale, thinking about taking that nice deep breath in, opening up your chest, inhaling up, exhaling down. 5 more times like that. Connecting your awareness to the movement, as well as to the breath. And then relaxing the arms down. And from here, we're going to move to our wrists. So again, we're doing a lot of this. We're doing a lot of this. And our wrists and our fingers, they're starting to become pain. There's overuse, injuries happening. So taking time throughout the day to stop what you're doing or start your day with these would really help. So we're going to start with hand clenching. So you're going to bring your arms up like you're a zombie, okay? But instead of being a zombie with the arms pulled away, pull your shoulder blades in. So you're going to use your upper back muscles to hold up your heavy arms, okay? And you're not going to be creating more tension in your neck. So if your arms are here, your arms are then hanging off your neck muscles, creating more tension. If they're here with your elbows slightly bent, you're using your upper back muscles to hold up your heavy arms. Then please tuck your thumbs in. Take a breath in and squeeze. Inhale, exhale like you're dropping something. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale like you're dropping something. 5 more. Inhale, squeeze, and release. Breathing with awareness, noticing the movement, staying present in your body. And releasing the arms down just for a moment. We have 2 more like that. So bringing the arms up again, rolling the shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall, activating the core as you engage the upper back muscles. This time, wrist bending. So inhale like you're stopping traffic. Exhale, palms to you. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down. 5 more. Connecting the movement and the breath. Now, if you can, see if you can keep your arms up this time after we finish this last one. Re-engage. Tuck your thumbs in. If you need to bring your arms down, by all means, bring them down and bring them back up when you can. 7 times. Rotating the wrists. Rotating nice and slow. And then go the other way for 7. And then release the arms down. And just feel through your wrists and your fingers. Notice if you feel any warmness, any tingling, any energy flowing. We're going to move to that troubled area now. We're going to go right up to the neck. Mindful, if it doesn't feel good, just don't take your head so far. But know that because of the way we sit, the way our lives are right now, we're creating a lot of tension in our neck, but also all the major nerves of the system, of every system of our body flows through the neck, which is creating more tension. So anything we can do to release that is going to keep us from having that pain and that discomfort in our neck and shoulders. So this first one is just, we're going to do 3 neck movements. This first one is going to be just looking up and looking down. So sitting up nice and tall, once again, checking your posture. Take a breath in and look up. Exhale, drop your chin. Inhale up. Exhale, drop your chin. And please move through 5 more at your own pace. Taking care not to take the head too far back if there's any pinching or discomfort. Same thing as you drop your chin. This is usually the part of the yoga class that people close their eyes. So I'm going to guess that some of you already have your eyes closed, and that is fine. Helps you eliminate some of the distractions. And when you're finished with the last one, bring your head back to the neutral position. And the next one we're going to do is ear to shoulder. So you'll take a breath in and then drop your head to the side. Feel that nice stretch along the side of the neck, and then inhale back up. Exhale the opposite way. And notice if you're doing this. So relax that shoulder down. Inhale back to the center. And then exhale. Feel that nice stretch. Inhale. Exhale. And then please complete 5 more at your own pace. Moving with the breath, moving with awareness. Enjoying this time that you're taking to take care of you. You get to the last one. Again, bringing your head to the neutral position. And for this final one, for the neck, is neck rotation. So put an imaginary marker on your nose and just start to rotate as if you're drawing a circle in front of you. And as it feels comfortable for you, start to increase the circumference of your circle. Again, taking care as you bring your head up and down. Moving slowly so that you can notice if there's any sticking points, anything that you need to keep an eye out for, or maybe you need to make a smaller circle. Take one more circle in this way, and then bring your head back to the center, and then go the other way. Changing direction, starting with perhaps a smaller circle, unless you know it's okay to go big. Continuing to sit up nice and tall. Please take 2 more circles. And then bring your head back to the center. And from here, just if you haven't closed your eyes aren't closed, go ahead and just close them. And just feel once again through the body, from the feet, through the ankles, the hips, through the shoulders, the neck, and the fingertips. Notice after those simple movements, any change in how you feel physically. We're going to continue on with a few more movements. The next few are for digestion. Okay, so when we sit for long periods, sometimes our digestion is not necessarily working optimally. So here's a few things that you can do while you're seated. So then this first one is called seated leg lock pose, and it looks like this. So you'll sit up. Okay, so you're going to clasp your hands either below your kneecap, but if that's not accessible to you, you can grab your thigh. And you'll take a breath in, and on the exhalation, you're going to bring your thigh to your chest, compressing the side of your abdomen, and bring your nose toward your knee. But notice if you're doing a lot of crunching up in the shoulders, relax. Okay, so that's the movement. So we're going to do 7 on each side. So go ahead and clasp your hands, bring them either below your knee or on your thigh. Take a breath in, exhale, nose towards your knee. Inhale, release. Exhale, nose towards your knee, feeling the compression in the right side of the abdomen. 5 more. Exhaling as you bring the knee close, nose towards your knee. 3 more. And after that 7th one, bringing your leg down and feeling through the right side of the abdomen, also feeling through the hip and the knee. Feeling through the whole thigh, in fact, as well. And then moving to the second side. Clasping your hands, again, below the kneecap or underneath on your thigh. Sitting up nice and tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, nose towards your knee. Inhale, release. Exhale, bringing that thigh towards your chest, feeling the compression now on the left side of the abdomen. Notice also any imbalance from the right hip to the left. For me, my left side is so much tighter, and I always notice it when I do this movement. Please do 3 more for a total of 7. Exhaling as the knee comes in. Inhaling as you release. And then releasing down, feeling through the left side. Left side of the abdomen, left hip, thigh, left knee. And then moving on to another excellent movement that can be done seated or standing. But since we're doing these seated, I'll show you the seated version. This is swaying palm tree, and this is specifically good for indigestion. Okay, so you're going to start by bringing your hands down in front. If you can clasp them like this, great. If that doesn't feel good, they can be out like this. So either way, feet are flat, spine is straight. Take a deep breath in and reach your arms up over your head. And then exhale, lean to one side, keeping your shoulders over your hips and feeling that nice big stretch along the side of the waist. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, the opposite way. Inhale, back up to the ceiling, and then exhale your arms down. That's 1. Inhale up. Breathing fully and deeply, opening up the chest. Exhale. Inhale to the center. Exhale the opposite way. Feeling the nice stretch along the sides of the waist, and exhale down. 5 more. Inhale. Breathing fully and deeply, getting a nice supply of oxygen with each movement. Exhaling as you sway from side to side. Inhaling as you bring your arms up, and then exhaling them down. 4 more. Your arms are also getting a nice stretch. You're getting a nice stretch through the shoulders. So it's a bonus. It's aiding the digestive process, but also stretching out your shoulders, opening up your chest. I think we have 1 more. And bringing the arms down. And sitting back for a moment and feeling through the abdomen, through the chest, through the shoulders and the arms after that swaying palm tree pose. And the next one we'll do is to release our low back, strengthen our low back a little bit. It's a very simple seated forward bend. So you might want to scoot to maybe the middle of your chair so you can fold forward easily. So it just looks like this. You're literally just bending forward, your feet are flat, and you try to come up and down with the flat back. That's helping to build some strength in our low back. So taking a breath in, lengthening through the crown of the head, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. So you're looking just down on the floor in front of you. And then inhale, pressing through your feet, lifting through the crown of your head, coming back up. So you're coming up with a flat back and going down with a flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, come up. And do 5 more of those at your own pace. Feeling the muscles engage as you come out of this pose. As you exhale forward, feel your feet firmly against the ground. And then as you come up, lifting through the crown of your head, coming up with a flat back. Continue to follow the breath, connecting it to the movement. Exhaling as you come forward. Inhale up. I believe we have one more. And then relax back. We're going to do one more for our abdomen to build a little strength. And it's also a nice little twist for the low back. And it is called churning the mill. So if you can take your feet in a V. So you're going to be toward the end of your seat now. Your heels are down, so my feet are flexed. Sitting up nice and tall, clasp your hands. Imagine that you have your favorite, I don't know, vat of ice cream, and you just put a bunch of your favorite toppings in, healthy ones, of course. Maybe it's not ice cream, it's yogurt, I don't know. But sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, come forward, stretching out. Inhale, starting to turn or churn that vat of whatever, and exhale forward. So you're going to feel a nice stretch in the back as you come forward. Inhaling, your core is activated. So lean back as far as you can in your chair, keeping your heels down. You'll get a little bit of a crack from the turning. So you're exhaling as you come forward, inhaling as you come back. Let's do one more like that. And as you exhale forward, reverse direction. So feel the core engaged. Coming back just as far as you are comfortable and you can keep your heels on the ground. Let's do 3 more here. And then sitting up again, feeling any warmness in the front of the body, in the back of the body, even through the arms and the shoulders from churning the mill. And the last posture we'll do will give us a little bit of a twist. It helps to unlock energy blockages along the spine. And again, when we're sitting for long periods of time, there's not a lot of energy moving in the spine. So you may have to scoot again for this one. Taking your feet, you can keep your feet flat now. Bring your arms up, engage your upper back, just like I had said when we did the hand movements. So bring your arms behind you, roll your shoulders, take a breath in. And on the exhalation, take your right hand on your right knee and look up over your left shoulder. So you're looking behind yourself, getting a nice twist. Keep lifting up through the chest, looking back at that left arm. And then inhale, bring your arms back to the center. Exhale the opposite way. Again, placing your hand on your knee, maybe on your shin, looking up over your right shoulder. Lift up through the crown of the head. Continue to look behind you towards your right hand. And then inhale to the center. We're going to move with the breath. So exhale, twist. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist the opposite way. Continuing to sit up nice and tall. Spine straight. Crown of the head rising up. Let's go ahead and do 2 more on each side. Inhaling as the arms come into a T. Exhale as you twist. Last one on each side. And then bring your arms down and sit back in your chair. End this session for the next 5 minutes or so. We're going to do a few breath exercises. So just sit back so you can be comfortable. You can have your spine straight still, of course, that is preferred, but be comfortable. Feet flat on the floor, lightly close your eyes. And just check in once again. So perhaps feeling the effects of that last movement, that seated dynamic spinal twist. And then noticing all that came before it and how it affected your physical energy level. Noticing any changes physically from the beginning of this practice, this desk yoga session until now. Note any quieting of your mind. And then bring the focus now from your body and how you feel to the breath. The natural breath. So begin to follow each breath as it moves in and moves out. We take almost 22,000 breaths a day, and we are aware of very few of them. Let your breath be your main focus right now. And specifically, focus on any movement at the navel. Notice if your natural breath is deep enough that you feel any movement in the abdominal region. Due to poor posture, poor breathing habits, most of us don't breathe deeply enough, and we don't utilize the lowest lobes of the lungs. We don't activate the diaphragm, and we breathe in the thoracic cavity, in the middle lobes of the lungs. So just notice where your natural breath is. It's likely most of you have now started to breathe more deeply, which is great. We're going to do a short practice of abdominal breathing. So please take your right hand now and place it on your belly button. Take your left hand and place it on your sternum. And begin to direct the breath from your nose to the navel. You can visualize the breath, you can feel the breath. So on your next inhalation, inhale. Feel the navel rise and the hand pull away from your spine on the in-breath. Pause. Exhale, the right hand releases. Inhale into the right hand. Pause, exhale, release. The left hand in the chest stay completely still. Full awareness on the expansion and contraction of the lower part of your lungs. The left hand's remaining still. You're focusing the breath from the nose to the navel and out again. If the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath, focusing again, breathing in, navel rises, breathing out, the navel falls. If you have trouble feeling the breath, you can also give the breath a color, maybe breathing in your favorite color, and see that breath coming in through the nose, moving into those lowest lobes of the lungs, and then back out again. When we breathe in this way, it's also called diaphragmatic breathing because we're activating the movement of the diaphragm. By taking a deeper breath, we're flattening out the diaphragm, which pushes all of your abdominal organs out, giving us the impression we're breathing into our belly. But what it's doing, it's massaging all of those organs as well, bringing a fresh supply of oxygen. So just a little while longer, a few more seconds, full focus on breathing in and out. The right hand, the left hand remains still. And on your next exhalation, discontinue abdominal breathing, releasing your hands back into your lap, keeping the eyes closed, and noticing the effects of that short breathing practice, noting any changes in how you're breathing. Abdominal breathing is a breath expansion practice that helps us increase our breath efficiency. So when we practice breathing deeply, it happens to overflow into how we continue to breathe, at least immediately after, with the idea that if we practice regularly, we will correct poor breathing habits. We will take in more oxygen. We will have the ability to concentrate and be more creative because we're utilizing our lungs to their fullest capacity. So after that practice, noting any changes physically, any changes mentally from the breath practice and all that came before it. And then bring the awareness from your body back into the support beneath you, to the floor beneath you. And then slowly open your eyes. And I thank you so much for being present in your body, being here for this session, and for taking time for yourself. Really, it is the key for you to be the best version of you in all facets of your life. Thank you.